What's up, you guys? It's Layla Lynn, and I'm back with another video. If you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe right from the start of this video, and let's just get into it. The private investigator working on the David and Celeste Rivas case, Steve Fisher, just called out the family of Celeste, and he revealed the reason that they're not speaking out in public. They're not trying to hold David accountable publicly. You don't see that. And he accuses them of being complicit in this whole thing. So he recently made this long tweet that kind of laid it all out. And he reminded everyone that when someone is reported missing, it triggers a whole process. NCIC, the FBI databases, the California Department of Justice, even the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children is notified. It's a whole official investigation that mobilizes law enforcement and child protection systems. And what he said is that once a missing person is found, especially a minor, the family is legally obligated to notify police so a locate can be completed. And a locate is an officer physically confirming the person's identity and well-being. An officer would have to come by the house. And that's what Celeste's family didn't want, according to Steve Fisher. He says Celeste's first missing person report was filed on February 14th last year, the exact same day that the Hollywood Hills house was leased to David's manager. The last missing persons report was April 5th last year. But he says Celeste was seen after that, and we've seen her on video after that, actually. On May 30th, she attended her cousin Esmeralda's high school graduation. Later that summer, in September, she appeared on video fighting with her neighbors in Lake Elsinore. So his question is pretty simple. If the family knew that she was safe, why didn't anyone alert law enforcement to close out the missing person case? It's a simple question, and it actually is also a simple answer. He says it's because of their fear of triggering a CPS investigation. Because this is a little girl we're talking about. He suggests that the family of Celeste, including the adults and the other minors, he's literally calling out her high school cousins. He suggests that they were all complicit in this by not notifying the authorities that Celeste had been located because they didn't want to trigger a CPS investigation, because that investigation might reveal that the adults in her life were complicit with her living elsewhere and with her relationship with David, despite her being only 14 and a runaway. So really, if anyone is held accountable for Celeste's unaliving, which at this point is not looking too good, but if anyone is held accountable for Celeste's unaliving, it's not only the persons or people who unalived her. To me, the adults in her life, like her mother, her father, the people who allowed that situation to continue, they also have to be held accountable. They have to be held accountable. But like I said, it's not looking good that even the person who unalived her is going to be held accountable for the unaliving. Maybe for the hiding of her body, but not the actual unaliving. So when it comes to TMZ, and TMZ has a lot to do with this, they inserted themselves in a way that is not from the outside looking in. From the start, TMZ inserted themselves in this case. Like, they were the ones reporting that her body was dismembered. They were the ones communicating with her mother. They inserted themselves. And at first, we could see where their reporting seemed to be more concerned about this child being found in somebody's trunk. But after David reportedly hired a lawyer who is possibly a close friend of Harvey Levins, the co-host and founder of TMZ, their narrative did a full 180. Their headlines started to become more accusatory of Celeste, painting her of like being a party girl, a runaway party girl, and their focus definitely shifted. Instead of scrutinizing David's connection to the case, TMZ started highlighting Celeste's behavior, posting clips of her arguing with neighbors, suggesting that she might have been troubled, and floating the idea that she possibly OD'd. Now, this type of shift, I have to tell you guys, in my opinion, this type of shift reframes the public's sympathy, turning Celeste from a victim into a problem, and then recasting David as a young star caught in an unfortunate situation. They're starting to paint it in the media as if she contributed to her own unaliving, and I hate to see it. I hate to see it, especially if the rumors are true that Harvey is friends with David's lawyer. Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this entire sad situation. Do you think someone is going to be held accountable for Celeste's unaliving? I understand the LAPD is trying to create an airtight case, and that's why at this point David has not been named as a suspect, even though there is so much evidence that he was in some type of relationship with her. It seems as if they're trying to build an airtight case. Do y'all think they're going to be able to prove a romantic relationship between her and David? And do you think they're going to be able to prove whoever unalived her? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.